Hello, my name is Akiva, and today I'm going to be going over Google Sheets. So I think I'm going to quickly start out by making a list of numbers, just in order. So to do this, I only have to type in two numbers, just a 1 in the first cell and a 2 in the second, and use the bottom right box and just drag down. And this will create a list of numbers for me, which is really nice.
Nice.
Another thing I should say is there's a few different ways to do equations here. You can just put in the numbers yourself manually, or you can refer to cells. So if I do 5, 6, so this A5 will refer to the cell of A and 5, which is 5, Google tells me, and this is 6. But I think this way is better because then if these cells ever end up changing, let's say this turns into an 8, then now we have that these two cells are 40, whereas this one we would have to go through and type in 8 again.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Well, and get rid of the 6. Okay, so next I'm going to look at a bunch of farms with chickens on them, and we have a list of how many chickens are on each farm. Looking at this list, looks like we can manually find the minimum, which is 15, and the maximum is 100. But what happens if more entries are added? So let's say there's 5 chickens on this farm and 500 on this farm. Well, now we'd have to go back through and change these answers. Or you could just have a formula do it for you. So in Google Spreadsheets, there's a ton of formulas. There's at least 100. There's a few hundred. Just looking through here. And they can be really helpful. But what we're going to do here is to find the minimum, there's the function min. And all you have to do is you open the parentheses and highlight the whole range so that if the numbers ever change or you add in new numbers into those blanks, it will account for that. So then you close the parentheses and it tells us that there's 5. But if I get rid of the 5, it now tells us that there's 15, which is correct. And we didn't have to do as much work. Maximum, we can use the max function. It's the same process. Open the parentheses, highlight the range, and close the parentheses. And now if you get rid of the 500 and instead add a 120, it is now 120. Or if you just get rid of the 120 altogether, it's back to 100. Sum and average, this is where you can really see that formulas are way better because it's just so much less work to use a formula here. So the sum formula will get you the sum. Highlight the whole range, and we have that total on all these farms is 312 chickens.
Look at all those chickens!
Now on farm 8, if they add more chickens, let's say 50, then the sum is updating itself. So if we add another 38 on farm 9, now we're at 400 chickens. And let's say there's 0 on farm 10. Average, there's a function for that. It's called average. And again, we're going to highlight the whole range. And we get that there are 40 chickens on each farm, which makes sense because there's 400 chickens in 10 farms. So 400 divided by 10 is 40.
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life!
Lastly, I am going to look at a list of Del Taco locations by state.
Get to Del Taco! They got a new thing called free shavacadoo!
So we can straight up find the average and highlight the whole list. Close, enter. So there's 28 locations per state. The sum, but another way to do it is to just get the locations per state by finding the number of locations and dividing it by the number of states. So to get the number of locations, we can just do sum of all the numbers, which it pre-populated the range for me. And to get the list, the number of states, we would use the count A function. The count function is for like a list of numbers. Count A is for a list of words or just anything other than numbers. So again, they suggest that I use this range, which makes sense, but I'll type this one out. Count A and then A2, 326, close parentheses. So that's the number of states. So if we're going to do locations per state, we'll do the number of locations divided by the number of states, and we get 28.12. And we can check our work by seeing that 28.12 is equal to 28.12.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay! Always team up. We did it!
Alright, so I think that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys found it enjoyable. And if you're ever looking for more things to do in a spreadsheet, I personally recommend turning your entire life into a sheet.